Welcome to our journey through some of the most captivating coastal towns where the ocean views are as delightful as the seafood. Listen, you lot, we're about to embark on a culinary adventure that'll make your taste buds sing. Get ready to explore these hidden gems and discover the freshest catches that will make your taste buds dance. We're talking about the kind of seafood that's so good it'll make you want to slap your mama. From the Pacific to the Atlantic, we're diving into the heart of coastal towns where the seafood is as fresh as the ocean air. So buckle up, you donkey. Get ready for stunning scenery, mouth-watering dishes, and maybe even a few kitchen nightmares along the way. Let's get this show on the road. Monterey, California, a coastal gem that beckons seafood lovers from all corners of the globe. This place is a seafood lover's paradise where the ocean's bounty is celebrated daily. Perched right on the edge of the Pacific, Monterey offers breathtaking views and even more breathtaking flavors. And let me tell you, the clam chowder here is legendary. It's a dish that has been perfected over generations. We're talking about a creamy, flavorful broth packed with tender clams and potatoes. Each spoonful is a testament to the culinary artistry of Monterey. It's the kind of chowder that'll warm you up from the inside out, especially on those cool, foggy mornings by the sea. But Monterey's culinary delights don't stop there. The town is a treasure trove of seafood wonders. Oh no, you've got to try the oysters. These aren't just any oysters. They're the freshest, most succulent oysters you'll ever taste. Freshly shucked, plump and bursting with that briny ocean flavor. It's like a kiss from the sea. You can practically taste the Pacific in every bite. It's an experience that connects you directly to the ocean. And don't even get me started on the Dungeness crab. This local delicacy is a must-try. Sweet, delicate meat, perfectly cracked and ready to devour. It's a true testament to the richness of Monterey's waters. Now, finding the perfect spot for this seafood feast is crucial. You want a place that enhances the experience. You want a place with a view, a place that screams fresh off the boat. Somewhere you can feel the ocean breeze as you dine. Look for those family-run joints, the ones with fishing nets hanging on the walls and that salty sea air wafting through the windows. These places have a charm and authenticity that's hard to beat. Trust me, you can smell a good seafood restaurant a mile away. The aroma of fresh seafood cooking is unmistakable, and when you find one in Monterey, you'll know you've hit the jackpot. The joy on the faces of fellow diners is a sure sign. Don't be afraid to get your hands dirty, to slurp down those oysters and to savor every last drop of that clam chowder. It's all part of the experience. This is Monterey, where the seafood is as good as the view, and that's saying something. The combination of stunning scenery and delectable dishes is unparalleled, so pull up a chair, order another round, and let the flavors of the Pacific wash over you. Share the experience with friends and family, because in Monterey, every day is a good day for seafood. The ocean's bounty is always fresh and plentiful, and if anyone tells you otherwise, they're about as useful as a chocolate teapot. Don't let anyone dissuade you from this culinary paradise. Now let's move on to our next culinary adventure. Monterey has set the bar high, but there's so much more to explore. Charleston, South Carolina, a city where history, culture, and culinary delights blend seamlessly. This charming southern belle of a city will steal your heart with its cobblestone streets, antebellum houses, and vibrant markets, and tantalize your taste buds with its rich culinary heritage, especially when it comes to seafood. And when it comes to seafood, there's one dish that reigns supreme: shrimp and grits. This iconic southern dish is a must-try for anyone visiting Charleston. Now, I'm not talking about some bland, mushy mess. No, Charleston's shrimp and grits is a culinary masterpiece. Charleston's shrimp and grits is a revelation. It's a dish that combines the freshest local shrimp with creamy, flavorful grits. Picture this: plump, juicy shrimp simmered in a rich, savory gravy, infused with spices and herbs, served over a bed of creamy, cheesy grits. The grits are cooked to perfection, with just the right amount of cheese and butter to make them melt in your mouth. It's a symphony of flavors and textures that'll have you licking the plate clean. The combination of the savory shrimp, the rich gravy, and the creamy grits is simply irresistible. But finding the perfect shrimp and grits in Charleston is like finding a golden ticket. It's not just about the food. It's about the experience. You need to head to those hole-in-the-wall restaurants, the ones tucked away in cobblestone alleys where the locals go for their seafood fix. These hidden gems are where you'll find the most authentic and delicious shrimp and grits, where the locals go for their seafood fix. Don't be afraid to ask around, to follow your nose and to be adventurous. Don't be afraid to ask around, to follow your nose and to be adventurous. The locals are always happy to share their favorite spots. Trust me, the search is half the fun. Exploring Charleston's streets, meeting new people, and discovering hidden culinary treasures is an adventure in itself. And when you finally find that perfect plate of shrimp and grits, you'll know it. The flavors will dance on your tongue and you'll savor every bite. The shrimp will be cooked to perfection, tender and juicy, with a slight crisp on the outside. The grits will be creamy and flavorful, with a smooth, velvety texture that complements the shrimp perfectly. And the gravy will be the stuff of legends. Rich, savory, and packed with flavor, it's the perfect finishing touch to this southern classic. You'll be transported to a place of pure culinary bliss. Every bite will remind you why Charleston is a food lover's paradise. So grab a fork, loosen your belt, and get ready to experience shrimp and grits like never before. This is Southern comfort food at its finest. Charleston's waiting to welcome you with open arms and a plate full of Southern hospitality. The city's charm and warmth are reflected in every dish. And remember, if the grits ain't creamy and the shrimp ain't juicy, send it back. Don't settle for anything less than perfection. Now let's journey on to our next seafood haven. The adventure continues, and there's so much more to explore and taste. Bar Harbor, Maine. This ruggedly beautiful coastal town is synonymous with one thing: lobster. And not just any lobster, we're talking about the king of crustaceans, the Maine lobster. Now, lobstering is a way of life in Bar Harbor, passed down through generations of fishermen who brave the icy Atlantic waters to bring in the day's catch. You can practically smell the salt air and hear the cries of the gulls as you wander along the harbor, watching the lobster boats return with their bounty. And let me tell you, there's nothing quite like a lobster feast in Bar Harbor. Imagine this: a steaming pot of freshly cooked lobster, served with melted butter, lemon wedges, and a side of crispy fries. It's a culinary experience that'll stay with you long after you've left this charming town. But Bar Harbor's seafood offerings go beyond the lobster. You've got to try the clam chowder, the fish and chips, and the oysters. And don't forget about the blueberry pie, a sweet and tangy treat that's the perfect way to end a seafood feast. So put on your bib, grab a lobster cracker, and get ready to experience the taste of Maine. Bar Harbor is waiting to welcome you with open arms and a plate full of fresh, delicious seafood. And remember, if the lobster ain't fresh, it's going back to the ocean. Now, let's set sail for our next culinary destination. Key West, Florida. This laid-back island paradise is known for its sunshine, its sunsets, and its seafood. And when it comes to seafood in Key West, there's one dish that's as iconic as the southernmost point buoy: conch fritters. Now, conch fritters are a Key West staple, found on menus from high-end restaurants to casual beach shacks. But let me tell you, not all conch fritters are created equal. You want fritters that are crispy on the outside, tender and flavorful on the inside, and bursting with chunks of fresh conch meat. None of that chewy, rubbery nonsense. And the dipping sauce? It's got to be tangy, spicy, and perfectly complement the sweetness of the conch. Finding the perfect conch fritters in Key West is a culinary adventure in itself, but trust me, it's worth the search. So grab a cold drink, find a spot on the beach, and get ready to experience the taste of Key West. These conch fritters are the perfect way to soak up the island vibes and enjoy the laid-back atmosphere of this tropical paradise. And remember, if the conch fritters are soggy, you're in the wrong place. Now, let's sail on to our final seafood destination. Cape Cod, Massachusetts. This picturesque peninsula is a seafood lover's dream come true, with charming villages, stunning beaches, and of course some of the freshest seafood you'll ever taste. The Cape is not just about its scenic beauty. It's a place where culinary traditions are deeply rooted in the local culture. And when it comes to Cape Cod cuisine, one dish stands out like a lighthouse on a foggy night: clam chowder. This iconic dish is more than just a meal. It's a symbol of the region's rich maritime history and its connection to the sea. Now forget those watery, bland imitations you might have encountered. Real Cape Cod clam chowder is a revelation, a testament to the art of New England cooking. Cape Cod clam chowder is a culinary masterpiece. It's a dish that has been perfected over generations, with each family adding their own unique twist to the recipe. We're talking about a thick, creamy chowder loaded with tender clams, diced potatoes, and savory herbs. Each spoonful is a delightful blend of flavors and textures, a true comfort food that brings warmth and satisfaction. It's the kind of dish that warms you from the inside out, perfect after a day of exploring the Cape's charming towns and sandy shores. Imagine sitting by the beach, the salty breeze in your hair, and a steaming bowl of chowder in your hands. But Cape Cod's seafood delights don't stop there. The peninsula is a treasure trove of oceanic flavors, each dish telling a story of the sea. Oh no, you've got to try the lobster rolls piled high with fresh succulent lobster meat, lightly dressed and served in a toasted, buttery bun. It's a simple yet decadent treat that captures the essence of Cape Cod's culinary spirit. And don't even get me started on the oysters, fresh from the cold Atlantic waters, briny and bursting with flavor. These oysters are a true delicacy, enjoyed by locals and visitors alike. Finding the perfect seafood spot in Cape Cod is an adventure in itself. Each restaurant and shack has its own charm and specialties, making the search for the best seafood a delightful journey. Look for those charming, weather-beaten shacks perched right on the harbor, the ones with lines of eager customers and the aroma of fresh seafood wafting through the air. These places are often family-owned, with recipes passed down through generations. Trust me, you can smell a good seafood restaurant a mile away. The scent of freshly cooked seafood is unmistakable and irresistible. So, grab a seat, order up a bowl of that legendary clam chowder and get ready to experience the taste of Cape Cod. Each bite is a journey through the region's rich culinary heritage. It's a culinary journey you won't soon forget. From the first taste of clam chowder to the last bite of a lobster roll, Cape Cod seafood will leave a lasting impression. And remember, if the clam chowder doesn't make you want to lick the bowl clean, you're in the wrong place. Cape Cod seafood is meant to be savored and enjoyed to the very last drop. Thanks for joining us on this delicious journey through coastal towns with the best seafood. We've explored hidden gems, tasted the freshest catches, and hopefully inspired you to embark on your own culinary adventures. Remember, the world is your oyster, pun intended. So get out there and discover the amazing seafood that awaits. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more mouth-watering adventures. We've got a whole world of culinary delights to explore, and we can't wait to share them with you. Until next time, keep it fresh, keep it flavorful, and keep on cooking.